it's like the first half is like, fuck yeah, this is awesome. And the second half is
Yeah.
like, oh, that's awful.
Yeah.
Oh god, it's got
Yeah.
worse. But then, what the fuck is an LP? It's just another letter.
Not Scott. And it's sort of a product.
It tastes
How
like...
about next questions?
Yeah, that'd be a good idea.
I think that's wise. Very wise.
Please, Riley.
Remember us when you're touring with Adele, and it lets you talk to ghosts, and it's fucking really scary.
Yes, I have seen it.
Hello, and welcome to the first guest episode of the year, episode 61. I'm your host, Riley, and as usual, this is my other host, Tom. And today, for the first time of the year, we have guests. Who do we have today, Tom?
Hey. Yes, we're joined by Last Case Scenario. How are you doing, boys?
Hey, it's pleasure to be here.
Yeah.
How you doing, guys? All right?
That's swell, thank you very
Thank
much.
you very much for having this.
Not bad. Thank you for coming on. I mean, it's great to have you on, especially for the first guest episode of 2024. And just can't wait to get into it. It's just going to be fun.
Honest.
Oh, fantastic. I'm honoured to be part of it, guys. Thanks very much once again.
Really, the honour's all ours. But how are we all fitting in today?
Very good.
Amazing.
A boring, long, hard day at work, which is really, really exciting and exactly what you need.
Tell me about it. Tell me about it.
Well, we hope that this will be the unwind that you're looking for this evening. We just got a nice, relaxed set of questions, starting with the simplest opening of questions. How did the band all come together?
I was going to kick it off, but...
Oh, you stood up. How did we start?
I think Ethan would be really good at answering this question, actually, because... I'll set my part.
Brainchild.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, I had a couple of songs written. Standard kind of thing, I suppose. So I'd been in a band in high school, and we just kind of grew up. Had a few songs written, and then I reached out, and I think it's the first time I've ever done it where it was like kind of random. Like obviously my band in high school was with my friends, and Matty was just someone that I knew from school. So I chucked him a message just to be like, Matty, do you want to come for a jam? And we did.
I'm like, fuck yeah.
And that was kind of it. Me and Matty hashed out some songs, and then went on a little recruitment drive. 2 drummers later, here we are with Mr. Bucket Hat at the bottom right on my screen.
2 drummers, 3 drummers.
When I joined, these guys were playing just normal straight pop punk, and I made a little bit spicy.
A spicy meatball. Here's Marvin. Fantastic. Yes, I know, because as I was saying that before, Ethan and Marv joined, actually. Yeah, so as I said, Ethan's story is accurate. So I think you checked out a couple of my guitars videos, Ethan, as well, and then eventually he pops his message one day at random and was like, "Do you want to jam?" I was like, "Yeah, definitely did." Got together. So we're gonna make this official. We've got a bass player, got a drummer. 3 drummers until Marv happened, Yes, and then so that was how it got started. Didn't start gigging till 2021 because of COVID, but we've come quite a long way since then, and we're just continuing the journey, and we just don't stop growing. To be honest, we just don't stop pushing.
Amazing.
It's a good way to put it.
Good, no. Fantastic stuff, guys.
I don't know if I'm able to be heard or not, but I was just going to...
Oh, you are?
While he asked that question, I am probably cutting out. But for those who might not know who you are, who are Last Case Scenario? What kind of genre would you be? What kind of genre are you? How do you all go down?
We're sort of
post pop punk.
Post pop
elements. Yeah, there's elements of a little bit of everything in there. Like my last things that would sound like Green Day, So we've got that kind of element to it, but then we've got other songs where there's like elements of Guns N' Roses in there, so it's a bit more harder kind of licks. But you get Matty solos quite a lot as well, and they're always very melodic. So I always kind of liken him to Slash, the way he kind of plays. We'll cover Kiss. When we play live, we do Detroit Rock City. We'll play Love Gun, So
that's one of my favorites.
A little bit of different, stuff in there. We're working on the Doctor Who theme tune at the minute, doing one of them to add into the set because we do a few TV theme tunes and things as well. So
that was a rad one.
Random. We like random stuff, but post pop punk. There's that element to it. There's harder stuff.
Yeah, alternative / punk, I'd say.
Post pop punk is a good way to put it, but there is we like to put curveballs in with songs. Like I think as musicians, we're all like really wanting to push ourselves as in different genres. So there's a song that we have called "Don't Give a Shit," where it's like pop punk in the middle and like the verses and shit. But there's an instrumental part where we go full reggae on it, and it's a cool fusion kind of sound. And when we're doing it live, we like to work the audience, get everyone involved. It's more of a test of how many ways can we do pop punk in a way that's acceptable. You know what I mean? And if you want to come on the long for the ride with, we're happy days. You know what I mean?
No, it just proves that. Yeah, man, exactly, Marv. Yes, you hit the nail on the head there because it just shows that we have a niche, but we're not one-sided at the same time. So, as Marvin said, that song D or Don't Give a Shit or D-Gas for short, that's going to be included in the EP, isn't it? But we haven't announced that yet because it's still kind of a work in progress. But yes, it reminds you of sort of Spirit of Radio by Rush, where it's a very upbeat at the start, then in the middle goes reggae like that. Really interesting, a listen as well. So I kind of want to show you guys now, but we can't really. Yeah,
not quite. Yeah.
So it's all. There's a thing we don't have to show you. It's all about having a good time. You know what I mean? It's sick. We've also got another song in the works called "Don't Put Your Money on It," where it's like it's to be coming. That's what I mean. A lot of this cool stuff is on the way. But it's very ska kind of feeling.
Yeah.
And the vocals, there's an instrumental part in the turnover where it's like more like hard hitting, and then we'll hit it back the ska. It's interesting. We're just experimenting, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And I mean,
sounds sick.
Yeah, definitely. If I had to, let's say one thing from that analysis you just gave is you're definitely not a boring band, and it definitely sounds like you're willing to take those risks. Musically,
we're not normal.
Absolutely.
Yeah, let's put that way. We're not a normal band.
Well, look,
we don't play normal rock.
Yeah, well, music's been around for a while now, so everyone's a bit bored of normal. So you might have the way forwards.
Hi, how are you? Oh, I got normal. Wonderful weather we're having. That one. Reference.
You touched on this a moment ago, but just to add on, what bands do you think are the biggest direct influences of your sound?
Ooh, Foo Fighters, Green Day, Muse, Sum 41, Jimmy Eat World, Guns N' Roses, Kiss, Rush, just that. Paramore, yes.
Some of the ways that you do the overlays on the chords.
They're very Paramore influenced, yes.
Yeah, but very much, I would say so.
Yeah, contrast the sound really well. So
for me, it's the Police. That's my kind of sound with the drumming.
That's the sound of the Police.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, that's a really sick fusion of sounds. I mean, I might have some personal bias because Paramore are in my top 3 bands ever.
Nice. Have you seen them?
No, it's on my list. I was going to see them at the O2 last year, and I missed my chance.
Oh, I saw them with, but obviously back in the day, when I did Brand New Eyes. So I saw them.
That's my favourite.
B was supporting. So they did Airplanes as well at during his set at the beginning, and then
that's incredible.
Before they split up, so it was like proper Paramore before they kind of turned like Hayley Williams solo. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it was Yeah. Oh, my ticket book, I think, would make you, would potentially make you quite jealous.
Yeah.
If I've got it down here anywhere, I'll try and pull it out. But I've got
Have a
no,
look during the
no,
interval.
yes, I will. I'll pull it back out. Giggity.
Hey, let's spend the money.
Well, I'm going to bust out another little question here. So this is a personal one for all of you. What is your go-to music at the moment? Is there a certain band or artist or genre that just stands out to you at the moment?
Yeah, I really like some of a couple of Mainskin's new songs, and also well, I wouldn't call this new, but some of Against the Current as well. But I'd say new. When I say new, I mean like new, and also Ethan. Actually, I don't know if you've heard some of Green Day's new singles. Actually, like oh god, what they're called again? I should know these. It's called Dilemma. Like a Dilemma is quite a new one as well. But if I haven't heard of those, I really recommend it as well. But a lot of it is yeah, I'd say some of Green Day's newer songs. Was one of them. But just whatever I can listen to be honest.
I don't know. I've rediscovered Angels and Airwaves. At the minute, I used to be like massive into them, and then as you do, where you just kind of listen to them over and over and over and over, and over again. Moved on to like say Against the Current would have been probably my other answer because I dig them massively. But now Angels and Airwaves. The minute this is, I just looked on my Spotify there, so that would be mine. Yeah.
For me, I'm in a Van Halen phase. I love Van Halen. Van Halen are the boys. David Lee Roth era Van Halen.
How many times have we jammed Hot the Teacher?
Yeah.
That's the thing. I feel like Hot the Teacher should be added to the set. That's how much I'm listening to Van Halen. No matter how I can play or not.
100%.
I'm listening to the Kiss albums too. Like I went into a full deep dive on Kiss music. Like that's some good stuff. Like
yeah,
but that's the main thing that I'm listening to at the moment.
I love Van Halen.
Yeah.
Well,
my favorite album?
I'm currently learning the solo from Jump as well.
Wicked.
I know. I love that, man. Yeah, Dilemma by Green Day. Actually, if you haven't, Ethan, Mob, you guys, if you haven't heard the new Green Day singles, I'm sorry to bring it up again, but they're pretty damn good as well. And also Motley Crue's stuff.
I will happily go away and listen to them on the interval.
Please do.
Yeah.
Because because they've done a few of them as well. Like they've done not just Dilemma, but I'm actually looking here. One of them is Dilemma. The other one is One Night Bastard, and the other one is Saviors, which I think is actually
Seeing Saviors. I've got tickets. I'm going to see them in Glasgow.
Now we're meant to be promoting our music.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, do you know what sounds great? Do you know what sounds great? The first Broken demo.
Oh wait, nah, that's not got me
DIY one.
Fuck you. That's not got my
I know. I got you. That's how I got you. That's where I got you. That's actually where I got you. I'm just being ironic. Okay. Serious map,
You mentioned Van Halen, and it's just mine because are you overly familiar with Van Halen's Sons band? Because
what Mother W?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because I've seen them. Yeah, I've seen them live a few times, and they are the nuts. They are really good.
And we're going to see them supporting the Slash on the March 31st.
Oh, really? I've seen them twice now with Tom. I saw him with Motley Crue and with Alter Bridge, I think. And yeah, incredible.
Nice. Tremonti.
Yeah. But, yeah, I
love a bit of
they're really good. I don't know if they've got anything new coming out soon, but I don't know. That was just a random thought I had that I thought I'd see if anyone else shared.
Nah.
No,
It's only
I like
second
Wolfgang.
Yeah, it's got a really good sound. I really look forward to whatever they do next.
True.
But just moving on slightly to before we get too deep into a tangent. But how did you? Is there an origin story behind the band's name?
Oh yes, there is actually because me and Ethan were conjuring names and brainstorming names, and originally we were going to call ourselves the main event. I thought, no, we don't have that. It'll make people think we're cocky or something. So the main event, we'll kind of play on it a bit. So the last event, the last act, the last stand, the last case scenario was like, yes, we'll have that.
That's pretty.
And
Pretty much.
it's just kind of
yeah. Simple as that, really.
Yeah.
It
No
works,
Nick's pulling out Mick Mars pulling out I've had this one in the bag for years,
I'm letting you make Mars. I'm a freak.
Just messing on.
And then play guitar. So
I've been waiting a long time for this day.
It's
It's
a long
such a
time.
good movie. It's such a good
Now
movie.
with the last
I
case
love that
scenario.
film. I watched it again
Yes.
the other week.
X-Mass.
It's a good feel good movie. It's just it is what it is.
Yeah, but
That's
that's my only qualm with the film. It's like the first half is like, fuck yeah, this is awesome. And the second half is like, oh, that's awful.
Yeah.
Oh god, it's got
Yeah.
worse.
I
then
know
there's just
it
a weird
does.
cringe ending.
Yeah.
That just make the ending. I think I pause it by the time that they start walking up onto the stage, and it's like they're doing
It
a little
felt a
monologue.
little rushed at the end. They took their time with a lot
Yeah.
of the film, and it was just kind of like, oh yeah. And then he was really sad, so we thought, let's be friends again. And then we did 6 farewell tours.
still going.
Yeah, and still going.
That's
I've
well
watched
enough for
it
Glow, babe.
actually quite a few times now. It's one of my comfort films. Do you know when you've got like a comfort film you like to
Yeah.
rewatch all over
Mine is
again?
biopics in general. I love a biopic.
That's American Psycho and Spinal Tap. There's one.
Yeah, they're making
might be
Spinal
even-
Tap 2 this year.
Shit.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah, you've sold me already because the ticket sales go up to 11. All across the board, 11.
Stonehenge.
Stonehenge. Oh God, it's like this big. Okay. Stonehenge, but this big, and there's just little elf stands around it. Oh Christ! I need to stop.
I'm gonna
Oh no, it's
attempt
great.
to help out a little bit here. I'm gonna have to help out here with a new question. So, is there any upcoming music you guys are expecting soon? If you're not to reveal anything.
There is. We'll have an EP in the pipeline, but the next single before the EP is, I think, another question as well, because we've kind of already chosen the songs for the EP, but that's just as much as we're going to tell you. I think the middle of this year is when we're aiming to release it. Is that right, Ethan, Marv?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
We're going to be
Yeah.
heading to the studio real soon. We're going to cook up a few more tracks. We've already got like a few more tracks recorded. But it should be about maybe a 8-song EP. It's going to have some 8 songs.
Well, we want to move on as well. Like we've played a set with all of our stuff. That's the thing. We've always wanted to play our stuff, so we're kind of looking at a way of bringing just everything new into the set. So we'll box it off with the EP. That'll be the songs that everyone's heard when they've seen us live, and then we'll go from there. So we've there. We've got more songs that we just keep trying to work into the set, see what works, and then we'll record those ones.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
that's what we'll pop on.
I don't mind recording 8 songs, but EP is like 4 or 5, maybe 6. So that's EP length, isn't it?
Yeah, I get confused with all the terms. I understand an EP is like a short collection of songs that isn't necessarily strung together with the fluidity an album usually is. But then what the fuck is an LP? It's just another letter.
Long play, yeah, long play. Just
That's an
token
album.
for all the
That's
geezers
just an
and vinyl
album.
records
Yeah.
and all.
Yeah.
It's like, oh hello,
I think-
I bought the new
I think-
LP of the Smiths from the 80s. That's all an LP is.
LPs are what they
Long
used to
play.
call the long playing albums. I'm pretty sure.
But just
Oh,
for the 12-inch.
That's what, you know what I mean? I think
records.
that's what it is.
yeah.
It's an album.
I just
It's what
thought
we
it was
call
a
today an
fancy
album.
way of saying album, which I guess it is.
You're right, Riley. It is.
Yeah.
It is. That's what it is.
There's a single, an EP, and an album.
It's an old-fashioned term for album. It's all it is. But back before CDs were a thing.
Yeah, that's the thing I've been thinking about a lot lately. Weirdly, I always think whenever I get really bored, what is like the average length for an album? And I came to the conclusion it's 46 minutes.
Yeah,
That's
46
average,
minutes.
probably
Like,
pretty fair.
I mean, it
That's
depends if
average,
you
yeah.
talk about 2112 by Rush, which is basically only 4 songs. But it's like, you know, it's
Yeah.
it's
20 minute
beyond.
song at the beginning.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, but like I think if you're talking about maybe 3 or 4 songs a piece, I'd say between maybe 10, 12 songs for an album, 4 or 5, sometimes 6 songs for an EP, depending on the length, and like a singles between like 1 and 3 usually.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my understanding of it. I was like, I've got a 3 track EP. Yeah, so a single.
Yeah. Well,
But
I always
we will
assumed
be
an EP
releasing
was
the
plural.
full EP. Like, that's the way we're going to do. We're going to release an EP. There should be a few more songs to record, but it'll be out by the summer.
Wicked.
That's a good like estimation to have.
Awesome.
But we are wanting to have a
8
single
songs,
before that.
Could be
But
2
we don't know
EPs.
what the single's going to be.
Yeah.
So it'll have to be released, I guess, to be announced.
We've got a song which we're all completing to be released as the next single. We play a song of ours called Some Nights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Some Nights has a similar sound to Up All Night, like which was the most popular song last year, and I think it's a good callback to that kind of sound because Up All Night's were most streamed song, but we don't have any songs that are released at the moment that sound like it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we're kind of at a
Mhm.
place where we've got a load of people that
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that sound, and we have the single almost ready to be released. That's kind of the same sound.
Yeah.
Should be a good gamble to make, even though all about risks.
Well, don't put your money on it.
Oh yeah, true.
Oh, good lord.
Wow.
Uh,
Did you
but
just say
yeah,
that?
Only LCS fans will get that.
yeah, I think what happened is you did just dab multiple times. I might have to censor that.
Yeah,
Cool.
man.
I don't
think
mind.
Please do a censor
Right.
post.
I think that
Right.
comes with viewer discretion.
No, viewer
It's
discretion
enforced.
is advised. This guy's guitarist is mental. Please censor a certain part.
Yeah, I don't know if that's PG, but
Tips, PG tips. I don't think it's Yorkshire tea either. So or Tetley's.
Oh, you've got, he's done. He's done.
In the first half.
too early into the new year, man. This is the first episode.
Okay.
Just
Okay, okay. I'll try and behave this time. Okay, I'll just say try.
I'm just trying to chow down on my pigs in blanket flavored peanuts. And just have a good time.
Pigs and blankets flavored peanuts.
I'm not quite
Oh.
sure how I feel about them. Peanuts just don't really
Yeah.
have a taste.
No, but pigs and blankets flavor.
It's just kind of generic meat flavor.
He's still in the Christmas spirit.
yeah. But if you were like bacon peanuts, I would kind of be like, yeah, like, maybe fair. But like pigs and blankets is very, very specific. Like how you get in all the
It is.
based on the
Specific, just pigs and blankets.
Yeah,
Did you just digitize the flavor of pigs and blankets somehow and install them on peanuts?
it just doesn't have the aura of a pig in blanket. It's like
True.
it's like a lonesome pig one of which was freed from the slaughter and now lives life with no real purpose up until survive.
But he's got a blanket, so it's sound.
Yeah. A pig who's
Fucking
been
hell, right, that
in
was deep.
an accident, and the ambulance have wrapped a blanket around him, and then gave him a bunch of peanuts, and then those peanuts, they then got that pig just got and sold as a product.
It tastes
How
like
about next questions?
yeah, that'd be a good idea.
I think that's wise, very wise.
Forgot
Please,
those.
Riley.
Yeah, here it is. This is a banger. Okay, if you could have a mascot that is not an animal, it's got to be a light bulb or a robot. What would you have?
Yes.
Robot.
Robot. That'd be fucking sick.
Uh,
I know
a giant talking spliff.
A
Yeah,
giant
man.
yeah. A
With
giant toilet
a
split.
bucket.
And we'll bring him out during the
Cool,
Becky
Ethan.
section when we introduce the band.
Yeah,
And he's got
that's
a
a good
little
idea.
LED bit on the top of his head, and it's like glowing. And
A light bulb spliff
you know,
robot. A light bulb headed robot smoking a spliff.
That sounds.
Probably,
or
That is creative.
It's like Queen's News of the World, the album cover, where he's like they've got like this big ass robot on the screen, but it's actually
He's got a spliff in his hand.
Yeah, it's a Rastafarian robot. Yeah,
that would be fucking. That would be our.
just like one of those geezers from the 90s.
Rastafarian do-rag thing.
Yeah, if Marvin was a robot.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, hat and all.
Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah. So yeah, I think that'll be a really good mascot, to be completely honest. Something that's representative of the band, such as Marv and stuff, and kind of dressed like all of this, but they're just a robot instead.
Big spliff.
Yeah.
Big robot
like,
spliff.
Well, do you know like the banana? In peanut butter jelly time.
Yeah.
With the banana with the maracas, just like that.
Yeah.
But for a robot with a split in the banana costume with the racket.
It's genius.
Okay. So Marv, draw that up. You're the best artist here. So
look, on the next band meeting, we've given you the banner head here. This should be the most important topic to discuss.
Exactly.
It'll make waves in the music scene.
Yes. Okay. I think we might have ideally our first prospect.
Remember us when you're touring with Adele with your big robot split.
Oh my god.
I don't want to tour with maybe not Adele, but maybe a Macintosh.
For God's sake. Wow.
Okay.
Tom, just say something.
I said that
please.
behave as well.
But like legit though, if it was a different mascot, like
save me, Tom, save me.
Tom, do I need to draw a smoke signal, please? Good Lord. So
I'm trying to find a question. Patience.
Fuck me, 61 episodes.
I'm breaking out an old school question that I have not asked in ages. Have you got any rare memorabilia from band or something that no one else would actually have?
I do.
Anything just cool.
Right. Okay. So, I have a paint, right? And for the end of the year, can I turn around the camera? Yeah, man. Check this shit out.
Oh, that's awesome.
You got fucking Polaroids.
That is sick.
You got shit. So that's from my last gig. This is a festival band. I need to get more things on it. But right now that's from the studio sessions. There was a hammock out back. That's also from the studio sessions.
Awesome.
That's really wicked.
Yeah, that's sick. And that's like us, like on there.
That's so cool.
Yeah. Perfect, like
that
really well.
Awesome.
Thank you very much. It was good to make.
Oh, no, that's
How's that
really
memorabilia?
impressive. That would auction really
It's
well.
technically memorabilia.
Auction for
I've,
millions.
I've got
Yeah,
records
so-
and stuff. I've got I've got one of the Muse limited edition. I do records, LPs. So I've got a load of them, but I mean I've got like old ones, you know what I mean? But yeah, I've got them. So
I've got one.
yeah, 2 seconds, 2 seconds.
Oh, guys. We're racing against the clock here. We've got 2 minutes
This
left.
is just.
Oh, is that?
Yes.
Oh, let's not find records. Okay.
This is just.
Oh, big fuck off
Check
guitar.
this. Check this bad boy out, right? Speaking of Van Halen, right?
2 minutes.
I have yo.
Got 2 minutes.
That is really
Check
sick.
this. Yeah. Look at that, and guess where this is actually from. I'll give you a few guesses.
M&S.
Close, very close. But what begins with M?
It's
I
not
was like
Marvin.
Marvin.
yeah.
I feel
Imagine the countdown timer was up.
Boom.
Yeah.
It was
yeah,
me.
So
I
yeah,
built it.
it was Marvin. Yes, yes. And I kindly took it off his hands, and this debuted at the Alphabeti Theatre in Newcastle, just last month as well. Our last gig of basically our last gig of 2023.
okay.
That thing. Yeah.
Big.
Yes, that's where this thing debuted. That's thing of memorabilia.
That's lovely.
Yeah, that's very nice. Oh shit, we've got less than a minute. So I guess I've got to wrap up this part before it forces us to. So this is the end of part 1. If you're enjoying, please remember to do the liking, bollocks, and that, please. And we'll see you very shortly in part 2. And welcome back to part 2. So this is more of the fun section where all of the more enjoyable light work questions appear from. So I'll kick it right off with one, just so you can kind of get a feeling for it. Are there any moments in a set film where you would put a song of your own?
Ooh.
I think there is, isn't there? Any more of us of a set? I think. What are these songs of their own? Like, you mean, or sort of like a.
Like a needle drop, like Where Is My Mind by the Pixies at the end of Fight Club.
Oh, right. I'd say. Oh God, that's a good question, man.
I think a part of with sure that would be hilarious in a movie is when all of a sudden we stop playing "Oh shit" and we go straight into the Simpsons theme.
But then Green
yeah.
Day did it, mate. That's the thing. Like
Let's do Scooby Doo.
I'm really trying to. That's not our song, mate.
Oh, not our song. Sorry.
Um,
Riley, can I just be clear of a question?
Wake up at the end of V for Vendetta.
Oh,
Because it fades for us. It kind of that song comes in with the delays. It was like it's just like the delayed little notes, and then it's like the long drawn out kind of Night of Sidonia ending. So I just think,
yeah.
if it was the fade, plus of the topic wise, what the song's about, I would say it fits in with that personally.
I would say voices in Kingsman Secret Service of the fight scene where Freebird normally happens. That replaced with voices.
What the Freebird say?
Yeah.
Nice. Sick. I need to rewatch those films.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
I love them.
Yeah. Just while we're on the concept of films, I'm gonna go on a bit of a tangent question here because it's another thing that's been really prodding me lately. Have any of you watched the film Talk to Me?
Not me.
It's so good. It's
What's it about?
Is it on? What is it?
It's right. I'll be brief here, but basically there's
Talk to me.
Yeah.
Talk to me.
Basically,
Sorry,
the general plot: mysterious hand and it lets you talk to ghosts, and it's fucking really scary.
Yes, I have seen it.
It's great, isn't it?
I have
It's
seen
so
it.
good.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. And, yeah, it talks to them, and then it's all the kids in the room,
Yeah.
and then it possesses one of them. Yes. Yeah. We really enjoyed it when we watched it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
is it's probably the best horror movie I've ever watched. Because I'm a pussy. I'm not a fan of horror shit. But it was horror done in such like a not plausible, but like it wasn't just like terrifying for the sake of terrifying. It like all made sense.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
yeah, it's just fucking really good. I think I had a point, but I forgot it. So so really, I'm just talking about how good it was. I'm just gonna roll right on to Tom's question now because I forgot what I was saying.
Are we still going with your question, or has everyone answered your question?
I
Was
think
that being punishing?
was I think we said yeah. So Wake Up for Ethan, I said Voices in Kingsman. I think Devil's in some sort of the ending of a horror movie. Maybe at the end of the Evil Dead Rise, the outro ends in Devil's doom 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 do 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 do. Because that'll go with any horror movie. Let's be real. At the end,
Yeah. I need to
Something like
watch
that, you
Evil
know.
Dead.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
I can't
Um,
say I've watched it yet.
That's why I
I
brought it up
loved
because I thought
Evil
the
Dead
needle
Rise.
drops in
It
the
was
film were really good.
awesome.
oh, right, great. I know. My God, I'm trying. It's just put me on the spot, really, because there's so many songs that fit with so many situations in films. Really, like Voices fits with a more fighty scene. Devils fits more like horror based thing. Wake Up is a more atmospheric sort of dystopian type feel. Like most of Sidonia is even said.
Well, Up All
Oh,
Night could
God.
be any kind of party scene.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
the stereotypical. And then in the club, like you know,
Yeah.
it could drop in any like that you wanted to, I suppose.
Hangover.
Like, Hangover.
That would be my fucking pick. Over Up All Night, over Hangover.
However, Wolf of Wall Street, where he's on the he's like at the party on the like yacht or something like that. Not the yacht, but he goes, "We're gonna take
Really?
Stratton Oakmont out of a fucking stratosphere." Yeah, that scene I'd say as well for Up All Night, maybe.
That sounds cool.
Wicked. And is that everyone's answers locked in now?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
Awesome.
American Pie.
Yeah.
American Pie.
Right, in that
Team.
oh,
I'm done.
awesome.
Apologies, he's running on a delay.
Well, in that case, apologies for the day, everyone. So let's just picture this lovely little scene for this lovely little question here. Decided to make a lovely little point. Oh, something that I picked earlier. Yeah, they decided to make a lovely little point about last case scenario. Which you play yourselves?
Right, I think about last case scenario. What actors would you want to play yourself?
Jim Carrey.
Nice,
I'll go Jim Carrey
nice,
to play me.
nice, nice.
Ed Helms or Steve Carell, maybe, because Ed Helms actually plays guitar and he's funny, and he's a bit abnormal, and so is Steve Carell, but I don't think he plays anything. Maybe what's his name? Ryan Gosling. Well, actually, no. I can imagine Ethan as Ryan Gosling. I don't know how, but like, maybe you'll see.
Wow.
I think when they saw the Barbie
Wow.
film with the blonde hair, but yeah, Ethan,
Wow.
because you
Wow.
had a
Wow.
fucking.
You answer these fucking question for him.
Sorry,
I was just making us say Will Arnett. You know what I mean? But yeah, so
Will
I don't know.
Arnett.
I don't know. Yeah. I just thinking, if you've seen going back in movies, The Rocker. It's got like Rainn Wilson from the US Office in, but then it's got like so he's in a band from the 80s called Vesuvius, and he's the drummer, but they kick him out to get a record deal, and then he's proper bitter about it, and then he joins his like nephew's band like 30 years later, and he's still obviously proper hung up on it. But then they get blah blah blah. Anyway, it's got Rainn Wilson in. And like Will Arnett and Bradley Cooper are in it, in Vesuvius, like the big band, and the way that they go on in there kind of just reminds me of me. So yeah, I suppose that was but,
Oh man,
good movie.
sweet.
Oh, I'll have to check it out. I can't say I'm overly familiar. But
Or maybe the guy who plays Mick Marvel.
It's got Emma Stone in it as well. It's like proper. It's got a stacked cast, really. In the grand scheme of things, it's an underrated sort of movie.
Hidden gem.
Hidden gem, mate. Hidden gem.
Rated on with high up with like you were saying, yeah, it's I might actually watch it. I might try and find it.
I only caught half of that. I'm sorry.
I think he said. I believe it was along the lines of I really sold it, and he's gonna try and find a legal way of being able to watch this movie.
Yeah, man. 1, 2, 3
Yes.
movies. Fucking man.
Yes.
I got everything.
I was a big fan of Soap 2 Day before it got shut down. I watched The Batman on it.
Nice.
Only film
Good
I've ever
old-fashioned
pirated.
Pirate
It's the only film I've ever pirated. However, that was a film worth pirating. That was a really good film.
Arr.
Bay. I feel like some of the older movies, it's sometimes the only way. Like there's some things that you don't
Yeah.
find on streaming services. Like you know what I mean? Like there's just them things. Like I've recently bought all the Little Britons on DVD.
Oh, really?
Yeah, why not? Yeah, they were like we thought they were going to be really expensive. They were like £3.
Oh,
Was this CEX by any chance or
Nah, vintage, mate.
vintage? Oh, true, same thing. Just online instead. Nice one.
but and has everyone cast themselves in their biopic now? Or
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
But biopic, maybe, yeah. I'd be probably Ed Helms if, or Steve Carell, as I said, maybe. Except
Steve Carell would be funnier. You know what I mean? You got Steve Carell, Jim Carrey, and then you got what do you say? Ethan. Ethan.
Ed Helms.
What did Ethan say?
Will Arnett. Will
Well
Arnett.
on it.
Yeah, man. I don't know who would play Ben though. It doesn't really matter because he doesn't show up. You know what I mean?
Oh God. No. Who would be a discussion event?
Will
Robert Webb,
Ferrell.
maybe. Yeah. Oh, Will Ferrell. Yeah.
Because the curly hair.
Bit of a star-studded cast there.
Yeah, yeah. Like,
Which is
it'd be like Step Brothers 2. It's never
Yeah.
happened.
it's high budget.
Yeah, man. Oh God, yeah. Oh, yeah. Steve Carell and Will Ferrell, of course, are two members of the US Office and also Anchorman as well. So
Brilliant. Well, while that film's in production, we'll move on to the penultimate segment. For the first time in 2024, I've got to do a bit of interrogation. Because there does come a time where I've got to dig deep into the bands to really like find the parts that you won't get in every interview. So without dragging it on for a long amount of time, really all I want to ask is, what is the best sandwich?
BLT.
Oh, that's a confident answer. It's a classic.
I'm shit with sandwiches. I like them plain. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like ham sandwich. That'd be sound for me.
With butter or no butter?
Butter,
Of course,
please.
fucking butter. You know what I mean? I'm
Okay.
not going to self-harm myself with no fucking sandwich. You know what I mean?
Yeah, okay. Ham sandwich is really respectable. It's a classic. It's simple.
The bacon brie and chili jam
There's always
sandwich
one
that you
in
get
there.
at the Sainsbury's meal deal.
Pulled pork, I'd say, or hog roast sandwich with peas pudding.
Actually,
Yeah.
I like to take this moment to advertise Ethan's food Instagram time for
Oh,
beer.
shush, man.
Yeah, man.
Food.
You get some fucking min sandwiches over there. You gotta fucking follow.
Ooh.
Have to put that in the description too to check
Can't
out
believe you just put that in there. But yeah, wow.
world's greatest sandwiches.
Oh, stop! You made me hungry, man. I've just had tea, and also
I'd kill
this does
for a
not
good
help.
sandwich. Pulled pork is genuinely arguably the best ingredient in a sandwich. I've never had a bad pulled pork sandwich.
No,
Me neither.
Oh man,
that
yeah.
is true.
There's a place near where I work actually who does that does really good pulled pork, pulled beef. My God, I treat myself on a Friday actually to those types of sonnies. So.
Yeah, man.
If you ever been to the one in Edinburgh,
I haven't, but next
It's,
time we play like Bannerman's or something, we're going there.
I can't remember what it's called. It's like this pink shop on the little curve bit on the way down to the castle, and it's like they have a hog roast there on the morning, and once it's gone, it's gone. But there's like a massive queue, and it's amazing. So if you guys are ever up Scotland, you want to do it.
My sister lives in Edinburgh, so I would very well
No.
give that a shout.
Well, I'll have to keep that bookmarked for next time I head into Edinburgh. But yeah, all really solid sandwiches. Nice to know we're starting the year off strong, and you've passed the interrogation test, as they say, Sherlock.
Oh, thank God.
I do like the
I
hat.
thought I was going to get arrested.
I was wondering where we were going when you put the hat on.
The sandwich.
He says everyone passes, but
No, we've had a
we
fail.
never have anyone that fails.
We've had a
What's the
fail.
worst-
I say we
What's the
hardly
worst
have
sandwich that
hardly
you've
had
ever
people
had?
that have failed.
Yeah, the worst sandwich. Oh God, Tom, I don't even want to say it. Just
Remember it because it was bologna. It was
yeah.
Idiot sandwich. That's what my word is. What are you?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, the sandwich is usually quite unproblematic, but the longer I ask, the more it turns out that some people have really rogue sandwich choices.
Banana.
Yeah,
Banana and crisp.
no, but banana actually works. Banana's good.
It does. It does.
A good
Banana and crisp.
banana
Good
and chocolate
But-
spread.
Banana and salt
Are
and vinegar
you okay?
crisp.
Are you okay? Ethan, are you actually okay? Are you feeling
I'm
alright?
picky, yeah. I like my bananas normal.
I'm fetching you some help. I thought I was the one who needed help.
Jesus.
If you're hearing that, I think otherwise.
Good Lord. Well, I'm just going to try and to ignore that sandwich. The hat's off,
Why?
so I'm going to pretend that it didn't exist, and
good
I
choice.
will move on to what I believe is the final question of the day. Tom, unless I'm jumping the gun.
What's the question?
Final question.
No,
Okay,
you're correct. What's the question?
so I'll explain to you the rules here. I'm going to ask you to make a band. Now, there are a few little things. So first, you can have as many or as few people in this band as you want, as long as it has the core fundamentals of a singer, a bassist, a drummer, and a guitarist. Okay? You can have anybody, dead or alive. They will be alive when they perform, unless you specifically request them not to be. You can have anyone on any instrument, but they will not magically learn to play that instrument. You can be in the band, but you don't have to, and have fun.
Right, who wants to go first?
Oh my God. There's so many.
Right, I'll go first, right?
Okay,
So you got
okay,
David
okay.
Lee Roth, right? David Lee Roth on vocals. And then you got Neil Peart on drums. And then you got Geddy Lee on bass, just because that rhythm section's good as it is, you know? And for the guitar player that I would choose, Ace Frehley.
Okay.
I'll treat this Frilly. He's a good guitarist, and you'd fit with the David Lee Roth kind of vibe. You know what I mean? It'd be kind of like a half and half kind of thing, kind of like what we do.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that'd be a pretty good band actually. So
Thank you very much. Right, who's next?
I will go next. So for the singer first, I should be choosing guitarist, but we'll get to that. For a singer, I would say very potentially Ian Gillan from Deep Purple as well. Ian Gillan from Deep Purple, followed by Brian May on guitar, followed by oh God Almighty, drummer wise, I would say John Bonham.
okay.
Yeah, so John Bonham, and then on bass, I would very likely pick. Oh, honestly, I've been put on the spot in terms of bass players because I'm not a bassist at all. I think Ben would probably influence my choice, or maybe you, Ethan. But Christ, bass, I would say. Oh God, Roger Waters.
Any bass
However that
player.
fits.
That's a shout, mate. To be fair, Roger Waters, like, yeah, man.
Just Roger Waters, yes. Or maybe Jack Bruce. Who knows? Maybe Jack Bruce.
But I hate Roger Waters.
That's the thing. He's a douchebag.
Okay, change Roger Waters to Jack Bruce from Cream.
Yeah, man.
I want to like
Final
Roger
answer.
Waters, but he just ruined something beautiful.
Yeah.
It's like the whole Dark Side of the Moon, but it's my version, and I'm gonna have a wolf with the Dark Side of the Moon in its eye, but you can actually see the fingers holding the vinyl. And I'm gonna butcher the songs. I didn't fuck with it. It was bad.
Yeah. I get what
No
you
comment.
mean.
Yeah. No comment. Yeah, yeah. Like,
I'll just lay awake at night, and all I can hear is just very somberly, just, money, and it keeps me up.
money. It's like
I
the
think we should
equivalent
leave
of
the
like
singing
the.
to David
Have you seen
Gilmour.
this? Have you seen the South Park episode where they get Steven Spielberg and they're ruining Indiana Jones? I'm just gonna say ruining.
It's the
It's
same
like that,
energy.
but like the musical version.
It is. It literally is.
Roger
Squeal
Waters
and
is a
squeal.
bitch. He's a big fat bitch. He's a big fat bitch in the whole white one. Yes.
Right.
Wait, no. What the hell? No.
But
I think. Well, for us, bloody, what is it? David Gilmour was. Yeah, leave us thing to David Gilmour. That's all I'd recommend.
Okay.
What's your band, Ethan?
so my band, okay, so you have, was it Joey Jordison? And see the Slipknot drummer that died.
Yeah.
So Joey Jordison on drums. We're gonna have Mike Dinn from Green Day on bass,
Okay.
and then we're gonna have Slash, and we're gonna have Eddie Van Halen on the guitars, and then on the front three, yes, that's right. We're gonna have right. So we're gonna have Hayley Williams to lay in some female vocals over the top. We're gonna have Steven Tyler for those crisp notes to harmonize with Hayley, and then to throw a complete bit into the mix, we're then gonna have the guy from Primus also chucking in on lead vocals with the bass, and then we're gonna have Corey Taylor putting in some screams.
Yeah, man.
That is beautiful. And is
Okay, I
that
like that.
everyone's band done and sorted?
Yeah, just forget I said Roger Waters, okay?
Okay.
Pretend I just said Jack Bruce and that's it.
Okay. Well, that actually brings us to the end of our list of questions. So this is the time where if there's any questions you have for us or if there's anything you'd like to promote, then the space is yours.
Right. As for questions for you, promote your next episode, guys. When is it?
Oh, good question. Tom, when is it?
how
You heard it here first.
we had an episode last Tuesday, so you'll find this now. Yes, it doesn't make sense, but yeah.
When you're watching this, you will see this. You will see the next episode next week.
Yeah, man.
Hell yeah!
Oh yeah.
No, you'll see the next episode on Thursday. Episode on Thursday.
So this episode next Thursday.
Promotion for us time. We've got a headliner this week. It's on the 20th. The
Awesome.
20th of January. It's on Saturday. It's at the Globe. We're going to be having Maggie Rich and Wings of the Monkey opening for her. Maggie Rich are a band from Liverpool that were brought up. They're absolutely fucking crushing the Liverpool scene. Wings of Monkey, they're really good. We played a gig with them last year, but they got on Any Volume's top live acts of the year.
Oh wow!
You know, like the thing. I think they're place number 3. So we've got them on, which will be fucking sick. Come along, you know what I mean? It'll be good.
Awesome. And is that all promotion, or do you have a few more bits?
Just our socials.
Okay.
At LCS Band UK on everything.
Wicked, which you can also find in the description right below us. But if that is all promotion, then thank you very much for coming. You've been an absolute pleasure to have. It's an honour to have you as the first of the year.
Thank
you very much. Happy to be here.
Thank you very much for having us.
For making it such a random episode. There's going to be so much on this where it's just going to be just completely random. So I'm looking forward to seeing it all.
I'm glad.
Absolutely.
Well, as Tom said, it will be out in. And then. And for those watching at home, thank you for watching. I know it must have been a long drought period without any uploads, but now we're back on our ship, and 2024 is going to be massive for the podcast with everything we've got planned. So stay tuned for that. Go follow both us and the band on Instagram. This link below. Subscribe because please. Turn that notifications on so you can see all the latest funnies that we come out with. And thank you very much for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one, which will be Wicked.